Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Here I am, I'm on West Sands here in Fife, near St Andrews. I think you can see St Andrews in the background, just there. So yeah, I'm just down here to walk the dog and that, using the van. Going to have our tea in the van tonight, do a bit of chilling out. So yeah, a bit of a nice relaxed day. Rambo, come! My dog is a complete wally. He's got sand in his eye. I'm going to have to head back to the van and try and clean it. So we're back, we're having a wee chill out, drink a juice, and we've just decided that we're going to do a wee bit of a van tour today. Now, this van is by no means finished, but we got it to the point where we're going to just use it this year and do another bit of the build in the winter months when it's not getting used so much. So we have got to the point where it's in a usable condition, and we're going to do a wee van tour just now, and we'll do another one next year when it's actually complete, because you can't rush these things. So let's get on with this little tour. So kind of basic, but we've got everything we need. This here is the wee cutlery drawer. I just keep that there on top of the microwave. So this is a Dometic microwave, and basically I went for a Dometic because inside the microwave it doesn't have one of these glass plates that turn round, because I thought that's going to be a bit dangerous. So yeah, Dometic microwave, so it's meant for like caravans and camper vans and stuff like that. We've got an inverter down there as well, which we'll talk about later, which is what you need to power the microwave. But so yeah, let's keep it to this bit just now. The bottom cupboard here, it's kind of just a junk cupboard, but it's got everything we need, all the stuff of the day, some crisps there, chopping board, plates, pots, pans, the usual like kitchen cupboard kind of affair on the go in there. This here, I've got a wee snib on this because this door kept opening up. So in here we have, if you just pass me the camera here, we have in this cupboard, it's basically just a kitchen cleaning cupboard. We've got cleaning utensils, we've got the gas, and we've got the water supply, we've got the fresh water, and the grey water tanks in there as well. So we'll close that up for now. We've got, this is actually the side of the fridge opens up towards the seats here. So obviously this isn't a cupboard then, that just backs onto the side of the fridge. So we've put one of these wee cargo nets there, which is quite handy for washing up liquid and whatever. This is a temporary cupboard. So I wanted this cupboard to actually look the same as the other ones and get the handle and everything, and just have maybe a wee drop down cupboard, but we didn't get around to that. We threw this together with scraps out the shed, if I'm totally honest, but we needed somewhere to keep the food supply. So in here it's just basic like pastas, rice, whatever gets thrown in there, and as you can see it just turns into a complete bomb site, but it's good to have a wee rake and find something that you want for tea or whatever. Up the top of the counter here for the sink and cooker, we've got a Dometic 966 or 922, I don't know what model it is, but it's a Dometic cooker sink combo. It's actually really good to use, works really well. My only criticism of it is the trigger for igniting the gas here and the cooker switch on this side have both started to melt. Now I don't know if you're going to see this here. Let me see. So yeah, you see they're starting to melt from the heat, which I think is absolutely terrible, because these aren't cheap units. These are quite expensive Dometic stuff. So I've not got round to it yet, but I will be contacting them via email and asking them if they can supply replacement parts for that. And I'm not sure if there's maybe something else, a different type of material they could use so they're not melting. But I'll contact them, see what they say anyway. So yeah, that's basically this side here. We'll step out the van at the moment. I'll show you what I've done at the back of the van. If you just step out just now, Connie, and we'll show them the back here. Is that still the orbit? Yeah. Right, so here we've tried to keep it a little bit artistic. So we've got all the little pin badges and stuff, and we've got like a heart theme, and obviously my wee lucky horseshoe from when I got married. So yeah, that's just a wee bit of arty stuff there, and we've kind of kept the theme similar to the other side. So this little artistic little butterfly there, that actually belonged to my late grandma, and I just put that in there just for a little touch, so she's always with us on our travels. So this cupboard here, obviously it's not tidy. We've got some dog biscuits and stuff there, a wee extra dishcloth. That's just the side of the microwave, obviously, and this is also a wee extra little way into that cupboard just in case. I'll tell you why I've put that cupboard in there. If the bed's made up, obviously this is just a seat just now, but if the bed's made up at night or whatever and you decide that you're needing something out of this cupboard, you can always open these back doors, still get what you need. You don't have to put the bed away because that would be a complete nightmare. So that's why I put this cupboard in that place. Right, so up here we have a little TV. I don't know how big the telly is, but I mean it's big enough for in here anyway, so it's big enough. So into the back of the telly we have got an Amazon Fire Stick, and obviously you need the internet for that. So what I usually do, I don't know if anybody else does this, let me know in the comments. I just hotspot my phone. I think it's pretty much the easiest thing to do. Obviously I'm not going to get a signal everywhere doing it that way, but most places it seems to be pretty successful. So it means because I've got my Amazon Fire Stick and it's obviously got all the apps and everything that I've got in my house, I can just sit and watch anything that I've been watching at home anyway. I can catch up on my programs or that late at night when I'm lying in my bed, which is ideal. I'm not one for sitting watching the telly during the day, but certainly at night time when trying to relax, it's a good thing to have. So not everybody will put a TV in their van, I'm sure, but I quite like the luxury of it. And here down here, I actually saw this on another YouTuber's van. It's like just a wee clock, humidity, little temperature thing. And it's quite ideal because it lets you know what the overnight temperature's been. Quite a lot of sunlight getting in there. Try and block it with my body here. Yeah, so you can tell what the overnight temperature is. You can sort of gauge whether it's going to be comfortable and that, because I'm yet to fit a diesel heater in this. So that's why I said earlier on in the video that I'll be finishing off the build in the winter. I think fitting a diesel heater will be included within that, because certainly last winter my use of this van was kind of limited because of that. So at the back of the telly now, I'd only built this, it's like a little cabinet here that it just takes a couple of cups and that, and there's a wee light on the top there, just above the telly. So I just honestly built this initially just so that I had something to basically hang the telly on, put the TV bracket. So the TV bracket is quite a handy thing. It's like this little swivel bracket, so you can pull the telly out, you can swivel it about and change where it's viewed from. So because this was a minibus, there is 3 seats that I've left in that kind of back up against the 3 seats at the front, so it's a 6-seater still. And I know that I could have had a much bigger and more spacious layout if I'd taken that 3 seats out and I put a rotating plate underneath the 2 seats at the front. But I just thought, you know, it's quite handy to have the 6 seats anyway. I know it just gives the van a lot more uses rather than just be camper van only. I kind of use this all the time for different things. So sometimes also with the plan of building it, having a kitchen unit down one side, bed unit down the other side, I've left this middle space here for sort of mountain bikes or whatever. And sometimes you just need a van that you can load things into. So there is a bit of space down the middle, like a walkway. And I'm also fortunate enough that this model of bus, I'm not sure if they've all got this, but this one certainly has got the 2 sliding doors at the sides. not just the one on the passenger side. So it kind of opens up a bit like a transformer, eh? It's got the back barn doors, side doors. So yeah, I've kept the use of all of these access entry points and whatnot with this very simple layout. So yeah, the bed here, what I'll do is I'll stop this section of the video, I'll get Connie to do the camera lady work again, and we'll show you how the bed works. So the bed unit here, so on this side, there is a cupboard door on the back, so it just goes into the bed in the living. But as you can see, the front end's not been boxed in. Now that's because, like I said earlier, the van's unfinished. I will get round to doing something here, but the only reason I put this cupboard here on the back was just so that when people walk past and sort of look in, the back doors are open. It does look finished. It's kind of all ties in together. But anyway, the bedding and a curtain and everything for these back windows, that's all thrown in there. The bed here, very simple. I've just built little support frames at either side. Either end of the bed, I should say. So there's two flaps and hinges right the way along, and they just flap over and create the bed. The cushions, we'll just walk around. I'll show you where I've kept the cushions for now. So as you can see, the cushions are just sitting there to make up the bed. That's the two big ones, and the little one's just in here underneath. So that makes up the full bed, and we'll show you that made up just now. We'll come back down the back. So what I usually do is I take all the cushions out of the way. It's dead simple to do. I just lift this up like that, and the flaps, they just lift and fold down. I do need to cut a little edge in there, it is a bit tight. There we are. Next one, like that, and then you fold that back in, and you get the rest of the cushions. Very simple. This one's just in here at the bottom. You just pull that over. And that's it, you get the idea. It's just pretty much a bed now. So you see why I needed to put this cupboard in, just in case, because obviously you can't get to that now. Just need to sneak in that cupboard. So there, with the bed made up and that cupboard open, it was absolutely fluke, but the cupboard opens up and fills that gap exactly, which I think looks quite tidy when you open the back doors there. Because you can store anything you like in the middle section, and it doesn't all fall out when you open the back doors. Right, so coming round to this side of the van here, as you can see, we've put the spare wheel and it's strapped to the 3-seater bench seat there. So a lot of people put them on the back doors. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't think I want to have it looking like a 4x4, although people are going for the swamper look, it's not for me. Right, the fridge here, another like cargo net on this edge. We've got the fridge here, full of some reduced goodies there for tea. And at the back here, excuse this is just the bag for Connie's seat here. So at the back there, this is all the electrical gubbins. We have the split charge relay, battery, I believe it's 105 amp hours. So I have ordered up another one. So there's going to be 2 batteries in there, and underneath here. Excuse the motorbike battery, that's nothing to do with this. We've got the little portaloo under the unfinished bed there, motorbike stuff. So that's basically where my wife puts her clothes in a bag at the bottom. I put my stuff in that box there. There's some bedding for Connie, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the inside of here. So there we are, that was a quick little van tour. Not as sort of fancy as some of the, what I would call an Instagram special that you see online these days. It's a back to basics, quick basic camper van build. I say basic, but I mean it's got everything that I need. There's plenty of storage under that seat as well, that doubles up as a bed, and there's room at the back there that I didn't mention on the tour where I keep sort of fold up seats that go into these bags. They kind of just go into these little like bags like that. So there's 3 of them in at the back of there, and they're ideal for sitting outside. I've not actually done a comprehensive tour because there is other bits to this build. I've got the windscreen covers. Connie's got a mattress bit that goes on the front seats. If it's just the 2 of us, if it's just me and Connie that are away for a weekend, if my wife's busy working, then the 3-seater takes. Obviously I just sleep on this single bench without folding it out. The cushions that make up the other side of the bed actually fit perfectly along the 3-seater bench. So there is 2 like single beds in the back here, and we can put a film on, usually a Disney film or whatever. Well, we're actually starting to watch Marvel things and stuff like that, but yeah, we can sit and chill out, watch a movie together. So yeah, there is other bits and pieces. So there's a bit of storage as well, between the sort of gap between the seats. I've got a camping table and stuff like that. There's also room for my little barbecue that I take. So the covers for the window we never talked about either. I actually did a YouTube video on just making these. They're dead simple. It's basically the insulation that you put in the walls. Just cut them to size and you just prop them up at the windows. I never made them for the back windows. What I do with that is that I've got little magnets. I'll show you this. So strong magnet like that. I hang a curtain across the back windows, magnet up. That's the back windows covered at night. It's just a basic curtain, dead simple. Obviously the front, it's total blackout like insulation window covers, because you can buy them for these vans and they're not that expensive. You can probably buy them for the back as well, but I've never actually looked into that. I just put that curtain up. So yeah, there is probably loads that I've forgotten to mention in this video, but we'll probably cover it in the next like van tour that we do, hopefully next year when everything's a wee bit more tidier and I've got curtains up on the back and stuff like that. Still quite a lot to do, but summer's upon us and it's time to get out and start enjoying ourselves. Anyway, thanks for watching and I shall see you on the next video. Bye for now.